Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, we have to talk about Noodles and Ethan Klein. There is so much gossip going around about these two because, as you guys know, Noodles has been in so much drama lately, and Ethan Klein has really not defended Noodles as much as people think that Ethan should have. Some people think that Ethan has defended Noodles too much. He has addressed the situation, but I don't know. I have some thoughts on all of that, so I thought we'd get into it. If you're interested in hearing more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching. Okay guys, before we get into today's video, if you are new here, my name is Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community here on YouTube. I bring you the tea 7 days a week with the help of my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. This is Mr. Kitty. He's the face of the operation around here. He is one of two of my investigative research team. I have Mr. Kitty and Miss Kitty. Miss is a little camera shy, you know, she just likes to be held. I recently got this thing to try and help entice them to want to be in the videos more and do all the, oh look, Mr. Kitty is here getting the treats. Hello? So cute. Mr. Kitty is the face of the operation. He's currently eating the treats I have put out on our new little part of our set here, the new cat tower. I'm really trying to get these guys to enjoy the cat tower. I'm trying to get them to want to be on it, want to sit on it, want to be in the videos and lounge and stuff while we're filming on here. I want it to be a comfortable space for them, but as is with most things that you buy for cats, they don't really have much interest in it. So I'm having to put out treats on this to try and entice them to go over here. Like if they come over here, they know there'll be treats, so they want to go over here. Anyway, that's what we're doing. But those of you that are new here are like, oh my god, girls, shut up, get back to Noodles. But anyway, you guys, those are my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. They bring us the tea 7 days a week. Every receipt is approved by Mr. and Miss Kitty. So if you are into that kind of a thing, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby Bells ring the bell. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, you might not know this, but Ethan Klein and Noodles have been kind of like buddies on social media for a while now. Noodles helped Ethan Klein host their little award show, the Streamies, and you know, they've been like, you know, pretty friendly online with each other, so to speak, okay? Well, Noodles has been in a lot of drama, you guys, lately. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already know about all the drama that Noodles has been in. Noodles is basically canceled at this point. If you believe in cancel culture, he's basically canceled at this point for just literally just being kind of the worst. So if you don't know everything that Noodles has been doing in the past, with the insensitive tweets, with the roast battle, with the, you know, saying that drama channels are trying to, you know, form an alliance to get him deplatformed. Like, if you don't know anything about that, then make sure that you watch all my previous videos on Noodles to catch up, and then you can come back and finish this one. But yeah, Noodles has been in a lot of drama lately, and people were asking Ethan, hey Ethan, what do you think about this? What do you think about all of the drama going on with Noodles? What do you have to say about that? Are you defending him? People were pretty much pushing Ethan to speak out on this, okay? And Ethan really didn't say anything for a while. I think it took him like 2 weeks or so to say anything. And when he finally said something, people had so many opinions on what it was that he said. So some people think that, go ahead, Mr. Kitty, this is your space, baby. If you want to be up there, maybe you can. So some people thought that Ethan Klein really defended Noodles and really was kind of like on his side and defending that horrible behavior that Dennis has been displaying. I mean, telling people to go educate themselves at the end of a barrel of a shotgun. I mean, just calling Papa God the P word, just really like, and those are just the big ones, but there's just been so many insensitive tweets, so many like just crazy doubling down when people say, hey, dude, you're wrong about this. Like, people have been, you know, really holding Def accountable, really coming down hard on Dennis or Noodles, whatever it is you want to call him. So when Ethan said what he said about Dennis, which was basically like, hey, like, you know, some of this stuff, I just really want to tell him to take a step back, you know, like, Ethan said that he didn't think that Dennis or Noodles, whatever you want to call him, should be taking stuff so seriously, what the trolls say, what the haters say online. In a way, that's honestly some pretty good advice. Some people saw what Ethan said as a defense of Noodles and his actions, and some people saw it as really not defending Noodles at all. And I kind of happen to think the latter. I think that what Dennis or what Ethan Klein said about Noodles was basically kind of just like, in a way, kind of like washing his hands of the situation and being like, okay, you know what, this dude is acting erratically, he's not taking constructive criticism, you need to sit back and listen to people, what they have to say to you, or you know what, just ignore the haters and don't respond to everything. And I feel like when Ethan Klein said that about Def Noodles, I feel like that was kind of him being like, dude, like I've been there before. I go through that all the time, and you just can't listen to everything. You can't feed into everything. You can't, you know, really take everything to heart that happens when you're on social media, because you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that come after you. And if you come after every single one back, or if you argue with every single one back, you respond to everyone that says anything against you, one, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Two, you're gonna ruin your career. And three, you're just gonna look like an asshole. And I feel like that's kind of what Ethan Klein was saying, which is in a way like some advice to Def Noodles, but also like I don't think it was necessarily in defense of Def Noodles. And a lot of people, the people that didn't think that Ethan Klein was defending Def Noodles, they started saying like, okay, Ethan Klein and Def Noodles are not friends. They're fake friends. If Ethan Klein was really Def Noodles' friend, he would stand up for him. He would, you know, have his back and all of that. And that brings into discussion the topic of social media friends, right? So social media, hey, Miss is here. She was taking a little nap when we first started filming, but you guys, just a little note behind the scenes. This video has not been an easy one to film. There's been Mr. Kitty doing the most over here. I've been getting tongue-tied and having to stop. This editing from this video is gonna take a long time, but Miss Kitty just woke up. She wanted to say hi, so I'm like, hello, Miss. And now she walked away again. I'm like, okay, fine, girl. I had to say hi to her because she walked up. She's like, Mama, this video is a mess. I don't think I can be a part of this when it's a mess. And I'm like, Miss, just watch the editing magic, okay? Anyway, but so that brings into the topic of social media friends. So I think that there's sometimes a big misconception online that the people that associate themselves together on social media, the people that collab together, the people that are friendly with each other online are like besties or like super good friends, right? And so I feel like that a lot of times people like misconstrue the way that these larger creators kind of view social media relationships. A lot of them just view it as business. A lot of them don't feel like they have very, very many friends, and a lot of them feel like they don't have, they aren't friends with the people they collab with like that. So it's very interesting to see what Ethan Klein said in regards to Def Noodles. But yeah, so I think that when it comes to social media friendships, I think that, you know, sometimes we think that the people are super close besties because they collab a few times, because we see them online together and all of that. And that's not always the case. And, you know, a wise person once told me, you know, when someone has a lot more than you on social media, keep in mind, they will never defend you the way that you defend them. And that brings into discussion how Def Noodles defended Ethan Klein like so hard. But Ethan Klein is not really defending Def Noodles in the way that Def Noodles defended Ethan Klein. And so I think that it's important to remember that, you know, Ethan Klein and Def Noodles are not best friends, probably. They're probably just like social media friends and people that, you know, have a similar audience. And so they came together, and Ethan Klein is a much larger creator than Def Noodles. And it's probably more of a situation where it's like a mentorship, like maybe Ethan Klein can provide Def Noodles some advice, some mentoring, all of that. And also like it's a mutually beneficial relationship, collaboratively speaking. Is that a word? I don't know. When that person told me that, this is a while back, they said they will never defend you like you defend them. And at the time I was like, whatever, you know, but it just makes sense. And if you think about how these situations play out within influencers, it really honestly is that way. You don't see influencers going out on a limb most of the time defending their social media bestie, what it looks like. They just don't do that. And so I think that I'm not surprised that Ethan Klein didn't defend Def Noodles in the way that a lot of people thought he should have. I also think that there's no reason to defend Def Noodles, in my personal opinion. I feel like he needs to take accountability for his actions. I feel like he needs to kind of grow up and be a man and admit that he was wrong in some things, but I don't know if he's actually even capable of doing that. He just seems like the type of person who really is just incapable of taking any kind of constructive criticism. He plays the victim in every single thing. I feel like when you look at Def Noodles and you look at Dennis and you say, hey Dennis, I don't like the color of your shirt. he's gonna be like, well, you know what? There is a group of people against me. They're trying to take me off social media because they don't like the color shirts that I wear. And it's like no one's trying to get you. Like, again, like, that's a whole other topic for another video, the whole deplatforming thing that defnoodles has been saying. But I just don't know. I feel like with Ethan Klein, I feel like he handled the situation in the best way that he could. Because if you want me to be completely honest, I don't think Ethan Klein wanted to address it at all. I think Ethan Klein saw this happening to Dennis and was like, this kid, you know, he's not a kid, he's like the same age as Ethan, but if you're talking about like social media relevancy and like your knowledge of how to handle situations on social media, Ethan has been in the business a lot longer than defnoodles has, so I feel like maybe Ethan Klein has a lot more experience in how to deal with these issues. And I feel like he was looking at Dennis and being like, you know, geez, like, been there, done that, and now I know how to not respond. I don't want to get involved with this. I don't want to be a part of all this. I already know. Maybe he sent defnoodles a text message or an email or called him or something behind the scenes to be like, hey dude, like, this isn't it, and like wasn't planning on saying anything publicly about it. So at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit Ethan Klein to defend defnoodles in that way. So I don't know. I mean, look at Mr. Kitty. He's over here exploring his new cat tree, and I love that. You guys, the goal is to get these guys to love this thing, and for me to have one here, maybe one in here every time I'm filming, so you guys can just see the cats all the time. I'm trying to get them to like this thing though, and I read an article online that said if you put treats on it and just like constantly attract them to this thing with treats, then they'll learn to love it and make it their own space and stuff. So that's what I'm kind of doing. I just have like treats on every little perch that there is, and so far, they only seem to be eating the ones on the bottom. They don't get up here very often. Mr. Kitty did get up to this one, the very top one last night, but it was like later in the evening when things had winded down and stuff like that. He didn't really go up there, you know, at first. He wasn't like at the ready to just jump up there, but they do fit comfortably. At first I was like, oh, Mr. Kitty's never fitting in this thing, but he does actually fit, and he actually is able to sit kind of cute and comfortable on these little perches here. So hopefully, go on, Mr. Kitty, come on up, baby. You got treats up here, baby. If you want to get to the treats, you gotta come up, baby. He doesn't understand. He understands, but he's like hesitant still. Anyway, you guys, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Oh my God. Hopefully what you guys see is put together and not all over the place, because it has been an adventure filming this video today. That is, oh, hello. See, that's what we wanted. Oh my God, he's so cute, right? Good boy, Mr. Kitty. Good boy. This is what we wanted for you, Mr. Kitty. Good baby. Good boy. See, that's what we want. I wanted this so the cats could just chill here. Oh my God. Okay. Mr. Kitty, do you like it so much, baby? You like it so much. See, this is exactly. I'm so excited. You guys. Mr. Kitty, do you like your new toy, baby? I keep telling them, like, this is their toy. This is for cats. The thing is, I don't think that they think this is for cats because, you know, most of the furniture is not for cats, you know? When it comes to, like, you know, like the TV stand or, like, the bookshelves or, like, most things that are high they like to climb on, they're not for cats. They're not allowed to. But this actually is for cats, and I think that they're, like, confused about that. But it is, Mr. Kitty. It's for kitties. I'm so sorry. You guys are probably like, oh my God, girl, get over it. It's just a cat on a cat tower. But it's cute to me, and I'm so excited that they have this here now to play around and lounge on and stuff while we're filming. Hopefully it lets you guys see a little bit more of Mr. and Miss Kitty. But anyway, this video has been such a crazy wreck to film. Oh my God. Hopefully the version that you see is actually put together and cute or whatever, and not all over the place. But you guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. I already know I have some people that are going to be new to this channel watching this video. They're going to be like, girl, all you did was talk about your cats half the time. Oh my God. And you know what, I can't lie, when you talk about the cats over here, this video is a little bit more than normal because of this is the first video with the cat tree. If you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from, so I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.